I'm convinced some women just want the wedding day and not a marriage.
Married?
Yeah.
You were married?
I was married. I was a married woman.
What?
Yeah.
How long are y'all married?
Not long, probably 2 years.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
such a great guy, amazing guy. But we just didn't want the same things in life.
Okay.
He was okay with just love and, going to church and having a family, going to work and raising kids. And
You
I was
feel like you
I
wanted
want more.
way more. Yeah, I get
more.
that.
And I shouldn't feel bad for wanting more.
Did you feel like you knew y'all weren't on the same page before you walked down the aisle? So why'd you do it? What was the reason?
That's a lot of pressure.
Okay.
When a man proposes to a woman, that's a lot. And in front of people,
I didn't want to let my community down. They thought this was beautiful.
look, I gotta say yes. After that situation, I'm gonna tell you what you don't want to hear. Because someone should have told me.
Oh.
And I'm not gonna put that responsibility on them. But if someone would have been like, hey girl,
This ain't.
you're not even happy right now.
He was happy.
Yeah.
Man.
And that makes it harder.
Yeah.
Because you're like, you have someone that loves you. But at the end of the day, love is not enough.
It's not enough.
It's not enough because love is a choice. Are you gonna?
So you heard her say her womanese, saying that he's a great guy. They've been married for 2 years, and he's the one who wanted to be in love and family and church and God and all these great things, but she didn't want it. What did she want? She wanted to be a fucking bop. That's exactly what she wanted to do. She wanted to be out in these streets. She had FOMO. I don't know how old she is. She looks in her mid-30s. I'm not gonna cap. But it just goes to show that a lot of women just want the title. They just want the, oh, I'm married. Somebody cared about me enough to get on one knee and propose and do this whole big wedding thing, and they don't even appreciate it. And it's funny to me because a lot of women will pray the Ciara prayer and want to Russell Wilson, and when they get him, they don't even know what the fuck to do. They say, oh, that's the boring guy. Like I always say, nice guys finish last. So after they finish running the streets, that's when they want to settle down with that nice guy. Gentlemen, don't be the nice guy. Be the first choice. Always be the first choice, because they'll do shit like this. They won't appreciate you. They will say you have no value, and they'll leave. Then they go back to the streets and get ran through again. Don't save them. They don't want to be saved. And all I want to do is ask this young lady one question. And you want to get married. Pack it up.
How come y'all don't seem... I've noticed a pattern here. Y'all don't seem to make the right choices until after the fact. Oh, I didn't know that man was going to do me like that. Even though the last 5 dudes did that to you. I wasn't aware that Chad and Tyrone were going to run through me and then pass me between the both of them. Even though that's already happened to me. I didn't know that I wasn't going to like the guy. Even though I didn't really want this in the first place. And so I had him buy me all of this stuff. Modern women really have a talent for wasting people's time and money.
If a guy spending $5,000 to $10,000 per month on you, do you really think he needs your help with business?
We can always make more money.
But it seems like he's already fine.
No, but I'm saying
right?
funding my business or going to do something he doesn't have the time to do.
Like what?
Like say if he wants to venture into real estate.
Have you made a lot of money in real estate?
No, I haven't, but I'm saying
well, then how could you help him make money in real estate?
What if he wants to go get a rental property or something, or he needs someone to help manage it? I can go find the people. I'm just saying.
Do you have a history of managing rental properties?
I can learn, okay?
Well, how is this helping him?
This is hypothetical.
But I mean, hypothetically, how would this even help him? Because you hypothetically have no experience hypothetically in any of these things. So how are you hypothetically helping his hypothetical business?
For example, so my degree is in marketing and comm, right? Yeah. So say, for example, I wanted to go open up a marketing agency that could potentially bring in like $20K a month in revenue. I can ask my man to help me start up the business, okay? And
it sounds like he's doing something for you.
Yeah, but potentially I'm going to give him earnings down the line.
Right?
Yeah, I don't mind
maybe he invested in your business,
contract.
maybe you give us something back, but maybe not.
Okay, but no one complains.
What I'm saying is, if this guy already is spending this kind of money, he probably doesn't need your help in business. And then you say, but wait, if you invest in me and my business, then I'll gain enough experience for down the line. Maybe I can help you. Doesn't that seem like a really bad deal?
But that's why nothing's expected of the lady. The lady is just there.
You just exist.
Right.
And once again, they don't understand how stupid they sound. They don't understand how airheaded they sound. They keep on talking this way. You sound like an airhead. Well, that's why nothing's expected of me, because I don't really have I don't know if I can give anything. I could potentially bring you in 20K. Doesn't that Doesn't that sound like a snake oil salesman?
It's rude for a man to ask a woman to weigh themselves in the middle of the street.
Okay, so is it rude for you?
We wouldn't ask
Wait, hold
you.
on, let me
We wouldn't
speak on
ask
like,
you.
okay, like
I'm
Dot.
54 years
like
old.
Dot, she's not letting me speak. Listen, isn't it? Well, you're not letting me speak. That's very rude to interrupt.
I was speaking to you first.
And you weren't letting me speak.
Finish. So
Okay, you're still interrupting me.
200.
Emma, can I speak, please?
Yeah, go ahead and speak.
Okay, so you're saying it's rude for a man to judge based on weight, right?
No,
So,
it's meant to judge any woman for any reason, and it's meant.
so don't judge based on height then, and I won't judge based on weight.
Are you kidding me? I'm 54 years old. I'm 6 feet tall, and I've been 6 feet tall my whole fucking life.
So what does that have to do with
Okay,
it?
what I'm gonna say to you is that don't insult women in the street. It's not gonna make you famous on TikTok.
She feels insulted by me just pulling out a scale, but guys are supposed to be okay with being judged because they're too short.
And her husband pulling her away is probably the smartest thing that he's done for her. The best thing that he's done for her all night. Because modern women, we're seeing, even at that age, don't understand. They don't understand the hypocrisy and the double standard based on the things that they're saying.
I was in Family Dollar earlier today, and I heard this man telling this lady, like, if you want a good man, you got to be able to submit. Like, you got to be able to listen to your man and let him lead you and all this extra stuff. And all I remember is the lady saying, like, I don't need no man to tell me what to do. All I need him to do is just pay the bills. Like, I don't need no man thinking he could just tell me this and that and the third, what I can and can't do. And I just thought about it and just shook my head, because we're living in such a crazy world where women feel like they don't have to be submissive, or like being submissive is some type of weakness. Like, you're upset that we have these men that are not masculine, that don't want to lead, that don't want to do nothing. Now you mad and you complaining like, oh, where are all the real men at? You scared them off. You chomping them off. You disrespecting them. You scared all the real men off. Now, y'all can call me a pick-me or whatever. You know, I really don't care, because at the end of the day, I'm going to be the type of woman that I am till I die. But you can't be asking for a traditional man if you cannot be a traditional woman. I don't know where y'all be getting that confused at. Let me give y'all a good example. For instance, I had on some shorts today, and I feel like my shorts, it wasn't nothing wrong with my shorts in my eyes, but my boyfriend asked me to change my shorts. Now, I did it. I didn't go back and forth with him. I just straight up changed my shorts. I could have been like, bitch ass nigga, hell nah, I'm not changing shit. You insecure. If you can't handle me being your girl, I could have did all that. But what was the purpose? I want a man to lead me. I want my man to, you feel what I'm saying, be able to tell me shit, and I take heed to it and be like, okay, you know what, let me correct myself, because if that don't make you comfortable, let me not make you uncomfortable. You get what I'm saying? Because it's just a respect thing. I just don't understand how women feel like you're gonna get a man and make him submit to you. Like, that's not a man, that's a bitch. You might as well date the bitches.
I mean, honestly, at this point, forget about being submissive. Forget about trying to follow somebody's lead. How about we start at agreeing on something? How about we start at being cooperative first? Are you able to hold up your half of the bargain? Darn that. Let's start with 70-30. Are you able to handle 30% of the load? For most modern women, the answer is going to be no.
This idea that women are nurturing, well, what's your evidence for it? Other than we give birth, and anyone can do, like a dog can do that, a cat. So I don't think that makes us nurturing. I just don't see
biological makeup that women are nurturing, and I'm not saying all women are nurturing. Of course, there are bad women out there, and there are also fathers who abuse their children. So we're not going to only say that only women.
I will say no, but it is a fact that the majority of abuse is done by women. Like, imagine
at all. We never say it.
I actually didn't. I didn't. But I said the majority. I said the majority. Okay, are you trying to nitpick here? Or are you trying to understand what I'm saying? One out of 3 women have killed a kid, and the majority of abuse is done by women. You're the one that's misrepresenting that by saying I'm lying, because that's true. The majority.
You said man never abused
the majority.
They
rarely. Okay, so when it comes to the abortion, I think it's actually very realistic to not get pregnant. And in fact, men have made it so easy to not get pregnant. Women said, I want to have casual sex. So the men said, here you go, here's condoms. And then the women said, no, I want to let him hit it raw. And they said, fine, do that. Here's plan B. They still couldn't do it. They're like, just take this pill the next day. Can you take it? And they're like, no, we can't do that. And so then they said, all right, here's an IUD, 99% effective. You shove it up there and then you're done. You don't have to worry about this. Can you do that? The women said no. They said, here's a pill. Can you take this pill daily? Can you do it? And the ladies are like, no, it's too hard. They said, okay, we've done all this research. Track your cycle. You can only get pregnant a few days of the month. And the women said, no, we can't do that either. They're like, here's an ovulation stick. You can even track when you're ovulating. Here, you can track it on your phone. Can you do that? And the women said, no, that's too hard. Here's a stick for your arm. You can shove this in your arm. Can you do that and not get pregnant? And the women still said no. They said, okay, here's an abortion pill where you can just take the pill in the first month. Is that enough? Is that enough for you guys? And they said, no, that's still too hard. It's tough being a woman because my gender just lets me down a lot. You know what I mean? If we were so nurturing, we wouldn't raise such terrible kids. My sister works at a daycare and she says she sees a stark difference between the kids with two parents and one, or the kids with a dad in their life and that not. She says they're more rambunctious, they don't listen, they have no discipline, and men don't abuse their children en masse. There are exceptions, yeah, but overwhelmingly, the majority of the time, women are the ones abusing children. It's over 50% of abuse is done by women. If it's done by a man, it's usually a man the woman brought into the kid's life. So that's just a fact.
And I would probably say half of this stuff I didn't even know about. I mean, sure, you know about the condoms and the IUDs and the birth control and the plan B and all that other stuff that I think she might have mentioned 3, 4, 5 other things that I had no idea even existed. As you can see, men continue to create science. Let us not even put a man in there. Science continues. Medicine continues to create different ways for people in general, but women, and to get out of doing things that they don't want to be responsible for. And they still have trouble maintaining and holding to those things.
Please read it.
Search your name in the other person's messages. Do we have to do this?
I'll do it. Okay, fine.
All right, you guys get 5 more seconds. Okay.
Damn, look at she deleting messages. Wait, you deleting stuff?
Go ahead. And we're only going to get 10 seconds to look through the other person's phone.
No.
Okay. Anything you want to say about that? I don't have anything to say.
No. Well, I guess I think you know what I was gonna say. So how much do you guys talk?
Like here and there.
How much do you guys talk? Do you want him back?
Or do we want to take a breather? I'm good to go forward with the questions. Do you want to go forward with the questions?
Yeah, that's good. What is your most consistent and greatest fear?
I think coming from like an
Okay, we're going to pause right here, and we're going to take a 5-minute break. You want to hang out here for a second? You want to come out with us?
Okay.
Okay. Do we want to keep moving through the questions? Okay.
You don't need to be there, bro. All she has is a load of disrespect for you, man. Leave it alone. Go away. These modern women play in your face, then get you on a show, and then disrespect you even more. Just content to them. They don't care nothing about that.
I just canceled my date while I was doing my makeup. As you can see, I started the base on my eyes.
Canceling a date mid-makeup is crazy work. I just want to start off by saying that.
It may be petty. You can tell me if you think it's petty, but I'm going to tell you why I don't think it's petty.
Food for thought. If someone ever starts a story off by asking if they're being petty, 9 times out of 10 they're being petty.
Like, I ask him, what is the vibe? What's going on? What should I wear? He's like, wear something chill. I go, LOL, what are we doing then? Why would I need to be chill and wear sneakers? Where are we going at 10 o'clock at night? And when he was just like, he sort of didn't answer the question. He just never said it.
What do you mean he never said it? Did he just not answer the question? You sent him a message. What was his response? We want to know.
And I said, well, I was thinking we'd go get like hookah and a cute drink or something, like nothing too crazy, but I would have liked to throw on a cute kitten heel, something cute. And he's just like, well, we could go do that. No, we can't do that, because that was my idea. And you should have had an idea, because you text me to be ready at 10 with no explanation. To me, that to me sounds like you have a plan.
He did have a plan. You disassembled it when he told you to wear something chilled, and you said practically no. I don't want to wear something chill. I want to be cute tonight. And how do you make a suggestion on what you want to do? He agrees to what you want to do, and now all of a sudden it's like, no, we can't do that anymore. What the fuck be wrong with some of y'all?
He calls me twice, and he's like, why do you have an attitude? And it's because that you didn't plan anything, and it didn't sound like you had a plan, and it sounded like you half-assed it. He said, well, you said you wanted to go to hookah. You didn't know I wanted to go to hookah until after you said to wear sneakers. So no, it's not about the fucking hookah or anything. It's just like you just didn't have a plan, and whatever your plan was, you didn't want to tell me.
Did it ever occur to you that he probably wanted to surprise you?
And then he's like, well, you want to go somewhere nice and fancy? I was like, we could have went to Pergola.
I swear this bitch got to be missing a chromosome or two. Listen, you just made another suggestion. I'm sure he's probably going to say, hey, let's go. And then you're going to turn around and say, no, we can't go because it wasn't your idea. What fucking difference does it make? If you want to go have a good time with this person, does it really fucking matter whose idea it is?
Pergola's cute. It's a nice vibe. It's great music in there. The food's good. And mind you, we're old. I'm 30 years old. He's 30 plus years old. Like, there's no reason why we should be going to a hookah spot filled with kids.
I fucking knew it. The receptors in her brain are not firing off properly. She literally suggested going to get hookah in the beginning of her story. Not to mention, both of them are 30 plus. Y'all can't be fucking around like this. Y'all ain't got that much time. Y'all do know that, right? I'm not even the one taking this woman on a date, and I'm annoyed. And to answer her question, yes, you were being petty as fuck. That is not a reason to not go on a date. He probably had something very simplistic planned. You want to do something a bit more complex, so he agreed. What the fuck is the problem? Not to mention, it seems to me that you're prioritizing the venue more than the interaction, which ultimately means you shouldn't be going on a date in the fucking first place. It all makes sense why some of y'all single. But you know what? You ain't got to listen to me. I'm just a normal guy. Gotta keep the change.
Just honestly a bad understanding of things. Just an insufferable person to be around. How come men don't take us out? How come men don't date us? Where are the good men at? Where are they? How come I can't find a good man? Where are all the single men at? How come I can't get a man to approach me? You're sitting up here explaining to us something that does not make sense and expecting us to agree with you after you were the problem.
So I have a question. Y'all pay for y'all clothes, y'all nails, y'all hair, y'all shoes, y'all bags, all this before you get with a man. Why, when you get with a man, you feel like he has to take over all that? Now, if he wants to contribute because he's with you, then by all means, allow him to do that. But why do you feel like he has to take over? That's some goofy ass shit. You need to continue to pay for that. Stop making it seem like a man has to buy you shoes, bags, and all this just to converse with you. This shit make no sense.
Here's a quick reminder. Women are always looking for a good man until it requires them to be a better woman. And when I'm saying better woman, I'm talking about put some clothes on your back. Stop being so delusional. Be more realistic when it comes to your expectations. Control your emotions. Control your mouth. Stop controlling the man and stop making up scenarios in your head and then getting upset at that man. Give that man some space. Cooking and cleaning is next. And since you want that man to go out there, make that money so he can provide for you, you're going to have to emotionally support your man. And if you're not ready to do that, you're not able or ready to get a good man.
I feel like a lot of my studs and my men can agree with this. Social media has boosted females' head up too badly. Social media made it so easy for attractive women to get attention without even blinking an eye. It's like once a girl on Instagram or TikTok go viral from like posting themselves or posting their face, bro, it's like they head just go into a different universe. Like now nobody's above them. They don't care what nobody say. They don't have respect for nobody. They don't got respect for their boyfriend, their girlfriend. It's just like, bro, like I'm too bad. I'm too bad. Like what am I doing? What am I doing with this nigga that ain't got no money, that's trying to work towards his goals for us? But I don't care because he ain't a basketball player. He ain't making $2 million a year. I got an NFL player just commented on one of my viral TikToks talking about how he want me. I'm gonna go to him. I truly believe that social media has created a bubble in the minds of women and just have taken them to a whole nother level when it comes to self-confidence. It's overly confident. And no, nothing's wrong with being very confident. I'm talking about you call that girl that went viral on every platform possible. You compliment her. You talk about some, oh baby girl, you cute, you pretty. Oh, I know I'm bad. You ain't gotta remind me. Oh, never mind, forget it. It's like they get so many likes, so many compliments on the gram, on TikTok. It's like the ones that actually come about in real life, they don't even care about, bro. Like, I'm telling you straight up to your face. I'm bold enough to tell you to your face that you pretty. You got niggas in your DMs that's scared to say it to your face, bro. Come on now.
It's an overinflated ego, and men are tired of it. Men just decide, you know what, I'm done with this. And they get mad when a man doesn't give them the compliment that they're looking for. They go fishing for compliments, and they're mad because a man doesn't acquiesce. And now they're saying, well, men don't know how to be men anymore. You don't give a woman flowers. You never compliment her. Yes, because you say stupid stuff like this.
If you had to delete all social media accounts to save your relationship, would you do it without no hesitation?
Hey, boo, no.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm right with you when you're right. I'm not deleting anything, baby. I'm going to delete you before I delete those social media apps. I'm so sorry, especially in this day and age where social media plays a huge role in most people's careers. Absolutely not. Like, I'm not deleting anything. I'm so sorry.
I would like to know, what does it come down to that deleting
my social media is going to help our relationship? Child, I would have to hit somebody.
What has happened?
Listen, Linda, what I want to say is at this point, okay, deleting social media might just save the world, okay?
If that man is asking you to delete your social media, you need to delete his butt. And drop down in our comments and let us know, would you or would you not? And if you say you would, we're going to judge you and we're going to get back to the show.
Excuse me, are you guys like friends?
Yeah.
How old are you? Wait, what? Oh, I can't. Can I grab your Instagram real quick? I thought she's pretty.
Oh.
Yeah. You mind ever grab your Instagram real quick? Alright, cool. What's your name? I'm Shay. Nice to meet you. Oh, okay. No worries, no worries.
Y'all say every woman is beautiful, but then you turn around and say most men are ugly. Why is it that women get mad when ugly men approach them? Y'all bash women for dating men that y'all find unattractive, and y'all hate the idea of sharing a good-looking man. But y'all claim men and women are equal. But let me just break this down for y'all real quick. If the majority of men are ugly and y'all only want the attractive ones, that means most of y'all are gonna fight over the same man. Or you'll end up settling for ones you claim you don't want. Y'all can't keep screaming equality, then act like average or unattractive men don't deserve love too. Because if all women are beautiful, then so are all men, right? Or are y'all only body positive when it benefits you?
All right, so Claudia Jordan says she ended her last relationship because he lost his job. He became a little bitch. She says it changed the dynamic of their relationship. And I just want young women who see this to understand that if a person loses their job, this goes into the category of grief. Grief changes people. Grief changes people's personality. But this is the difference between kicking it and building a lifetime with people. In order for you to get to year 20 with the person, you have to get through year 2. And year 2 is not the same as year 20. That means that you can only have deep and meaningful relationships with people who you can A, have a job with and also lose a job with, have your parents with and potentially lose your parents with. Long, deep, and meaningful relationships are beyond the surface. That means that this is beyond hanging out, having dinner. This is beyond that. And so what this man was able to experience, I'm sure her as well, is that when we have a dynamic that shifts our personality, we don't like each other very well. All that to say, I want to tell you something that my professor told me when I was in college. I said, Professor Offit, tell me, how did you and your wife stay together so long? He said, she made good biscuits and good babies. And he says, there's nobody better than my wife. He said, I want to give you some advice, young lady. This was in college. He says, there's personality and there's character. Personality is, hey, how you doing? And people who look nice, how they dress. That's a part of their personality. He said, also, too, a man, he could be very charming. A woman can be very charismatic as well. He said, that's personality. How people feel around a person, that's personality. He said, but character, that's that thing that it don't matter who, when, what time, the daylight savings, it don't change. Character is solid. Character is integrity. And I guarantee you, if most people start dating for character versus personality, we'll have a healthy relationship dynamic as well as a podcast dynamic. I'm Madam President with a Z. I'm 100% politically incorrect. And you know my motto. You know my sentiment. The black family is black wealth. All right.
And I believe that's what wisdom is. That's what years of experience can get you. Most modern women, they skip that. I don't want no experience unless it's the experience validating what I know to be true. Well, is that really something that's true? Is that something that happened to you? No, but it happened to somebody else. Oh, so somebody 50 years ago. Well, let me ask you a question. Is this man exhibiting some of those behaviors? Well, no, not yet though. How long you been dating? Well, we've been dating for about 7 months. Has he exhibited any of those behaviors in the 6, 7? No, not yet. Okay, when are you expecting them to exhibit those behaviors? Well, men, you can never really tell. It's always, you always got to keep them on their toes, and you got to be on your toes because a man is waiting on the opportunity to do you wrong. Oh, so you're going to live your life thinking that there's always going to be something that goes wrong. So you're going to live your life protecting yourself, and you're going to live your life siphoning money from the relationship. And so when something does actually go wrong because of something that you were doing, you're going to blame it on him. When the man finds out that you've been taking money from the relationship and putting it into a little fund for you, and he gets upset about it, then it's going to be a problem. But we can sit up here and talk about how the last relationship ended because he lost his job and he became basically not himself. We can talk about how he's not a man anymore. We can talk about how he's not rising up to the standard that you want anymore. I'm telling you, man, these modern women, with the way that they talk, with the way that they act, with the way that they portray themselves in public, it's going to be hard to be in a long-term relationship with them. Like I said, the man had a lot of wisdom, but you're not going to get a lot of wisdom with these modern women. You're not going to. That's from years of observing and looking at his wife. Say, oh, she does something differently. Huh. Okay, so it's not really about this. It's more about that. Modern women won't experience that because they're expecting a man to be perfect. And when he's not perfect, they break it off. Within, I thought I heard a woman say 2 or 3 years. We broke it off because, I wanted something more. I wanted something else. Perfect man, perfect family, but I wanted something else. So y'all's relationships will never go the distance. Y'all will never grow in the way that you actually want to grow. You'll be looking for a man, but you can't find a man because you haven't grown in that area. Sure, you've grown to get more money. You've grown in order to find more friends, but you haven't grown to be somebody that's a good companion. And y'all will be mad, sad, depressed, and upset about it, but it's your fault.
When I say I cannot stand this generation of fucking females, I really cannot. This generation of females know the most about a nigga and know everything about why a man does what he does, but cannot figure out why they can't keep one. This generation of women love comparing the men in our generation to traditional men when ain't none of them experienced a fucking traditional man. So now they try to make light of anything a man in this generation does, and then try to emasculate a man at every chance they get. If a man vape, he's sassy. If he listens well enough to respond to the bullshit you're talking when you're arguing, and he can make valid points and argue back, oh, he's sassy. And now the new thing is that if a man is hypersexual or too freaky, he has to be bisexual or gay. Bitch, by the time y'all emasculate all of these niggas, it ain't gonna be no quote-unquote men for y'all to goddamn date. We already let men put lashes on and they can automatically just say they fucking us. Now y'all want to emasculate all the rest of them for everything else. And that's crazy because we have men that pay money to come into clubs on weekends where other people have spent hundreds of dollars to be there and kick it. And they got shit going on outside the club that's so deep that they can't concentrate in this club because they got to touch this nigga. They got to put their hands on this nigga tonight. They cannot make it through the night without getting this bullshit popping. Probably a nigga they see in the hood and won't do shit too. But in this club where they know he not armed, they gotta touch him. We not calling them niggas gay. Them niggas are street niggas. Them niggas is the real niggas. And now we talking shit about any nigga that don't want to pay our bills and our goddamn 2 months of rent we behind the first 5 minutes we meet them, and we all want a traditional man. Traditional men pay bills and also beat your ass, bitch. And none of y'all bitches could keep a traditional man. Bitches is walking around sucking dick on the first motherfucking night and not even making it to the girlfriend stage. Back in the day, bitches was getting wife without even doing none of that freaky shit. And most of y'all bitches drink like bikers and fight like crackheads. What traditional man are you keeping making Alfredo every day, bitch? Don't get me started on the bitches that try to make it seem like anytime a nigga don't want to be stuck up they ass because he with his homeboys, he gay. I can't stand y'all bitches. Those are the bitches that don't like to look within, because it's probably bitches that nigga kick it with. It's just them bitches is probably fun. Sometimes y'all bitches be boring. Sometimes y'all bitches don't have nothing going on or nothing to talk about. Most of y'all don't got shit to y'all name but an Instagram and a motherfucking Zeus account. Yet y'all know everything about why a nigga do what he do.
You're dating someone first few years. Right. Notice that your boyfriend that you're getting serious with, he likes girls' pages. I get it. He might have friends before me. In the Instagram world, it's like a dating game. You like enough pictures, you're considered flirting with her, you're considered trying to get her attention. Oh, if she posted something on her story that's funny, LOL. Why the fuck do you have to tell her you laughed at the post? Like, just laugh at the post and keep going. When you see her too much under his shit, at what point do we be like, who's that? Yeah. Who's the girl that's Kimmy4231? Now they look at you like you crazy. What are you? Oh, I'm so sorry. Why are you looking at my stuff? What you mean why I'm looking at your stuff? Like, I feel uncomfortable. Would you be okay with a guy commenting on my stuff at every freaking picture I post? Oh, am I liking his stuff?
Rashad like Kimmy4231.
Now you got Jay like, yo, who's Kimmy4321? He always. It's not okay. One time for the one time. I get it. Everything she posts. Come on, papi. Like, LOL. True. I can relate.
So now that we know that you understand what it feels like, the next time a man says, hey, can you take that off? Hey, can you maybe not post those types of ads? Shouldn't have to tell you that, because you understand fully how it feels when somebody else is getting the attention and the validation that should be coming to you. So now when a man says, hey, you know, it seems like you're trying to give everybody else access to you right now by you know, kind of taking off your clothes and showing them that stuff. You wouldn't like me like on a girl's photos and sliding up on her story and laughing, you know, maybe every so often. That would show friendship, but not on a regular basis. That's too much time. That's too much effort. That's too much attention that she's been given. You ought to be giving that attention to me. So now when a man says, hey, you're receiving too much attention from the outside, from too many men. I thought you were only interested in my attention. You should say, oh, you shouldn't have to, he shouldn't have to told you that in the first place. But you should say, oh, you know, my bad. I don't know what happened. I got carried away. But y'all won't do that. Y'all will sit there and call a man insecure.
Men will keep doing for other people what's appreciated. They need to be appreciated a lot. So much of what stops happening is because we expect them to do it. And so we think they don't deserve appreciation for doing something they just should do. So we don't appreciate them.
Wow. We stop saying thank you.
And we stop being thank you. Honey, thank you. Thanks for doing that for me. And this is where we take so many things personally that aren't personal. Like single focus, we take personally, he's ignoring me. No, he's doing everything but what he's doing, and he didn't have to do that. His brain did it for him. But so there's all these things we take personally, and then there's the things we don't take personally. That what they do for us, they do for us. What they do.
If you want my number, you gotta pay me. You can be in the vlog for $10. $10? Yeah.
I got it. What's up?
Okay.
For how long?
For Cash App.
Cash App?
Yeah.
I got a Cash App you talk to me for?
Yeah, $10.
Alright, word. I need you 20. Fuck it, I got cash.
Go $20.
I got cash.
Okay. Yeah.
Y'all beautiful, y'all know that?
Thank you.
Oh shit, in my car.
Okay.
Yeah. Zero? You don't
Yeah.
got interest in men?
No.
So what does it take to be different?
I don't know.
You wanna take
I'll
that-
know it when I see it.
You know when you see it? I ain't different yet?
Not yet, no.
Not yet? No. What does it take to be different?
I don't know.
Let me get my check?
Yeah. I'll give you my Instagram.
I can live with Instagram.
Okay.
I can advance.
Yeah.
You ever receive some like horrible advice from someone and you like, I didn't need that bullshit. I told my grandmother one day, I really like charismatic, fun guys over stable, safe guys. And she says, well, silly hoes like silly shit. I'm like, the fuck?
Supposed to do as a man is be like, you know what, babe, I understand.
This is exactly why men and women fight, because you're going to logic and she naturally goes to emotion. Everything that you're saying makes sense logically, but emotionally it doesn't make sense. And even a regulated woman, because it is natural. Why does a dog bark? I don't know. Why does a woman feel the way that she feels? I don't know.
No, my only problem, what is my role other than offering a safe space for her to regulate her own feelings?
Why can't you just love your person for who they and how they are?
No, because it takes a lot less energy and it causes a lot less confusion if you process your own emotion as you give it out or shortly thereafter.
When you say women live in the now, it's almost like saying, what have you done for me lately?
Year 3, babe didn't text me, I love you back. I don't know if I'm safe.
It's really fine to say, baby, I'm feeling a little insecure because you didn't slap my booty. Like, what's up? Now you have the opportunity to meet her where she's at. No, turn around right now. Let me slap that. Whatever that is. And
So
now
here
you're fixing the
is the
problem.
I hear what you're saying. You got to show somebody constant love, constant support. I get it. But men get tired of doing it. You got to pick and choose. You got to understand what you want and what you can live without. Modern women want men to be obsessed with them all day long. All day long. A man can't. Well, why aren't you working? Why are you not making money for us? Because you want me to be obsessed with you. You want me to be following you around the house? Oh, you didn't slap my booty. Or you didn't give me no kiss. I'm working. I got up this morning. I tried to give you a kiss. You turned over. You didn't want it. So I said, okay, well, let me get out of it. I got to shower and I got to get to work. Oh, it seemed like you was upset. I'm not. I got to shower and I got to get to work. Well, why'd you rush out? Because I'm late. I got to get up and I got to get to work. I got to get to work. Not everything is about you. I remember a woman, she was saying, she went on she was dating a guy basically. And he was, going through something. He was upset about something basically. And every time she would ask him, hey, it seems like something's off. What's going on? And he would say, no, it's nothing. It's nothing going on. And she would come back to him maybe 2 or 3 times. And finally, and he would say the same thing. And finally, she said, hey, I need to talk to you. He said, okay, what's up? And she said, I feel like there's something coming in between us. And it's weird. It seems like you're not telling me something. And he explained the situation. No, it ain't nothing like that. I got something going on with work. Well, why didn't you tell me that? Because I was dealing with it internally. Oh, well, next time say that because I was having a panic attack. I was having an anxiety attack. So, just let me know that next time. Well, I guess he could, but once again, he said, when you ask him what's going on, he said, it's not about you. Anybody can say that and they be lying. No, you could say that. Modern women can say that and they would be lying. It's not about you all the time. A man can't give you all of his attention and his emotions all the time. And that's okay. He's not a bad man. So if I don't slap you behind, if I don't, kiss you whenever you want to be kissed all the time, it's okay. It's okay. You'll be all right. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. Take it easy. I understand emotions are a big part of who you are, but just like you want a man to be a little bit more emotional, you need to rein it in a little bit and be a little bit more logical.
I say whatever the fuck I want. Who gonna pop me? Nobody.
Ain't nobody at home to pop. You single. You can say what you want and go home by yourself.
Well, yeah.
So the ladies' favorite word for men today are narcissist. Narcissist is the trending word. No matter what the argument is, the men are narcissists. So I, being the investigative content creator that I am, baby, I went and looked up the word narcissist because I wanted to get a true definition. And I seen this image pop up. Behaviors of a narcissist. Lack of empathy for others, has a strong desire for attention and admiration from others, consistently has problematic relationships, and has inflated sense of self-worth or importance. Wait a minute now. Isn't it always the women online complaining about how none of their relationships are working because it's the men? But the men be in relationships sometimes and they be happy, but y'all don't. That sounds like constantly being in problematic relationships. And then the overinflated self-worth. Everybody's a 10. Nobody's average because I'm a 10, right? And then on the other side, not having empathy for others. Girl, I'm going to do what I want to do because this is my life to live. It don't matter if it hurt him, F them kids. Y'all see strangers struggling and don't care, right? And it is mostly women that be online half naked, acting a fool for what? Likes and views or admiration and attention. If the men are narcissists, how is it that the ladies are fitting these descriptive words so well? Why is it that these behaviors are found in so many women if the men are the narcissists? I'm trying to figure it out.
Okay, when it comes to the whole believe all women thing, unless the guy comes out and confesses that he did whatever is alleged to have been done, I'm assuming most men are going to say, I did not do that. Mm-hmm. So if we say believe all women, that smuggles in disbelieve men.
And it can mean that we have situations where people lie on it, and that's terrible. But it's
as a call taker, it happens a lot.
There should
Women
be
blame men for things that men never did to them. But, oh, he ghosted me. Oh, he dumped me. I've encountered way more false accusations than I have. It's a real call.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How long have you been doing?
I dispatched for about 15 years.
But so for that 15 years that you were a 911 operator, you're saying that the majority of the calls you got where a woman was alleging that she had been
in calls where women alleged they were assaulted, there were more of the false calls than the real calls. Yes.
Do you believe there's a man out there that looks better than you?
No.
Based off of what?
That's not man.
So somebody like Jeremy Meeks, who's considered to be a top supermodel, you don't think if people was to put y'all side by side, they'll say that he looks better than you?
That's still a man.
Okay.
Honestly, I would never say that anybody looks better than me.
Okay. Sometimes I hear women say, I can't be with a man that looks better than me, or if your man looks better than you, that's a red flag. So when I ask these questions, it's really just to gain an understanding on that perspective.
Yeah, I guess my perspective is that there really is no man that looks better than me.
But why do you think that way?
Because, at the end of the day, there's no man that I'd be like, oh, I would want to be him.
You don't have to necessarily be you want to be him. Do you believe there's women out there that look better than you?
Oh, of course.
So what's the difference between the man and the woman?
The man. It's a man. Yeah. Because
but what does that mean?
That I feel okay, I feel like she looks good. Maybe she looks better than me. But men-wise, that's a man. So why would they look better than me?
Do you believe there's any such thing as an ugly girl? Be real.
I feel like there's women that aren't conventionally attractive.
Do you feel like there's men that are conventionally attractive?
That aren't or aren't?
That are.
That are, yeah.
So do you feel like the conventionally attractive men look better than conventionally unattractive women?
No.
Why not?
Because a man will never look better than a woman.
I don't know what it is.
All right, we'll move on. We'll move on.
But let's just be honest, a lot of you men don't know how to communicate to women. A lot of you men are scared to go up to women. Did the Me Too movement stop men approaching? No.
Yes, absolutely. It just brings my mind back to this case that just got Ben McLemore? NBA player. A woman got drunk with him. He was drunk too. They had sex, and now he's in jail for 8 years, which just blows my mind. I get why people have that fear. It's almost like you need a consent form. You need a retina scan. You need 5 different people to sign as witnesses before you have any type of relations with someone in order to protect yourself. And it sounds crazy and out of pocket, but when you see different situations like that, or even like a Shannon Sharp thing, it's not necessarily Me Too, I guess, quote unquote, but just seeing something like that and how easy your life can get flipped around by someone else just accusing you of something. It's not innocent until proven guilty. It's, yo, she accused you, you're guilty, try and prove her otherwise. It's a terrifying place to be. And I'm kind of scared, like, in the future, if I have a son, like, what kind of world I'll be bringing them in. Like, what do I tell them? Avoid women at all costs.
The Me Too movement altered your way of approaching women in general.
100%. I mean, think about it, right? When I was in high school or maybe beginning of college, like, we would hear music like in a club and you could dance behind a girl. It wouldn't be too awkward. She'd give you a look behind if she liked you. If not, she'd move away and it was done, right? You do that now, that's a full lawsuit. That's 20 years in prison. It's just a whole mess.
Now, women are going to say that they want men to communicate. He said straight up, this scares me. No mincing words. No, oh, I guess I feel like. No, this worries me, man. Even with the Shannon Sharp thing, where he was messing with that young lady and she didn't even have to prove it. She just accused him. And then they had to do a settlement. And then he got fired from his gig. Oh, no, see what you should be doing. Okay, well, he probably should make better decisions, right? He should probably leave that woman alone or whatever. But the fact of the matter is, it could have happened like that with any woman, any age. She could have been closer to his age. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If a woman is, think about Tiger Woods, his girlfriend. Can't remember if she was around his age or not. I can't remember. But she was living in his home. The man says, hey, I don't want you here anymore. We're through. Get up out of here. She tries to stay in his house. I think had to get the police or something like that to remove her from his home. Put her stuff out and remove her. And then she want to go try to sue him. Oh, but I was living there and I'm owed some of his money. No, you're not. That's a weird thing to do. To go to the court and try to get some of my stuff that you haven't even earned. You don't even live here. This is not even your house. Men are saying this is what worries me. You want to wonder why we're not approaching. You want to wonder why we're not coming up to you, why we're avoiding you, why we don't think that the juice is worth the squeeze. I am concerned that people would take my kindness for weakness. Is there anything that you can say or do that can reassure me that you yourself are not going to be doing that? And what a modern woman says is like, no, I'm never reassuring you of anything because all my options are on the table. I choose me first.
You ever heard of the gym? You look pregnant.
So you like when I have fun, right? But you just don't like when I'm having fun and you not there. You don't think that's some hating shit? Like just a little bit? So let me get this straight. You hungry. You want food. I ask you what food you want and I go get it. You find out I ain't getting no food for myself because I'm not hungry. And now you not hungry? That's what you telling me? You ain't talked to me all fucking day. And now I find out it's because you had a dream that I was cheating? So you got mad at something your brain made up. And now you putting that on me? Did you just say if you pay for something in cash, it's technically free because you never saw the money leave your bank account? Oh, we never getting out the hood. Okay, so you miss me. And instead of calling me, texting me, letting me know you miss me, you catch an attitude. Now I'm sitting here trying to figure out why you got an attitude. Now I'm getting tight. You find out I'm tight. So now you tight that I'm tight because you tight and I don't know why. Whole time you tight because you miss me. That don't make no sense. You blocked my barber like 50 times on my phone because you don't like when I call him to get a haircut. But when you want your hair done, you ask me to pay for it so you can go outside and have fun. Am I your slave? You want me to have money, right? You don't want me to be broke. You want me to have some money so I could spend some money on you, right? How the hell am I gonna get some money when you want me to hang out with you all day, every day? Where am I find the time to get some fucking money? You come to me with problems. and then you get mad at me for finding solutions? Isn't that the whole reason you brought the problem to me? You be wanting me to do certain shit for you. But you don't want to have to tell me to do the shit. Because if you have to tell me, you don't want me to do it no more. But how am I supposed to know what you want me to do if you don't ever fucking tell me? I want you to go get me a soda. I'm gonna tell you, yo, can you go get me a soda? I'm not gonna, go get me a soda. Go get me a soda. You see how that don't make no sense? All I'm saying is, you preach communication and all that, but you get mad and then stop talking to me. Now I gotta beg you to tell me why you mad at me. I don't wanna beg for that. I want you to tell me why you mad so I can beg for forgiveness. Okay, let's get this show on the road.
What is your type? Like, what do you like physically?
Rich.
I said physically, not monetarily.
6'1", light skin.
So let's say they're under 6 foot and they're rich. Does that help?
Yeah.
That helps?
Duh.
So how much does a guy need to make?
It don't matter what he makes, it matters how he spend it.
How should he spend it?
On me.
So would you say you're an expensive person?
Duh.
Do you expect your man to pay all the bills?
Duh.
Your car payment, your hair, your nails, everything.
What is he doing if he's not paying for what I need to do?
If that's the case, what do you provide in return if he's paying for everything?
Myself. Period.
Do you know how to cook?
Yeah, I'm vegetarian, but I do not.
Oh yeah, she has lost a lot of her opportunity if she's saying vegetarian.
But she's sexy. Drops mic. I'm done.
Please, go on. So she want her man to pay her car payment, all the bills, buy Prada bags and everything on her, and all she provides is herself, just herself. And on top of that, she cooks vegetarian?
Delusional.
Come on, honey, be realistic here.
I don't think men are good people. All men. I don't think they're good people. Why not? The reason for that is, like, for men to do things that they consider small in the flesh of, like, cheating. You know that that's going to destroy your partner, but you do it anyway. That's not a mistake. We've watched the same story over and over again.
Yeah.
And just because I'm a woman, I'm supposed to accept your betrayal. Right. Because you're taking advantage of my love for you, and I'm supposed to just be the one behind you riding or dying. I'm not dying with nobody. To see girls come up to me, I'm the girl they come up to all day long crying. They tell me the most disgusting of stories that I couldn't even believe. And a lot of times men, the wrong man, will stunt your growth as a woman.
Have you ever cheated in a relationship?
That's exactly what I was about to ask. Yeah, I've cheated.
Why every time
Bubbers, I literally don't know how many times I have to tell you.
always make us late, and you know what? It don't even matter. Time is just a construct. Okay. Oh, thank you. That's important. People could really.
Babe, I've literally been waiting for you for an hour, man.
30 minutes ago. Dang. Always late. 30 minutes just sitting on the. An hour ago, bro. Like. Sometimes I really be tripping. We were supposed to leave 20 minutes ago. What the heck? Why are you so late? Half an hour ago. Now we're gonna. Waiting for like 20. I'm still in love. Waiting for 20 minutes.
Men are in love with men. They're only physically attracted to women. That's it. But they're in love with men.
That's true.
Mentally, they're in love with men.
As soon as they both cross and as somebody calls them, drop everything.
The whole demeanor changes. They're in love with men. Yeah, they're only physically attracted to us, but they love men.
Oh my God.
Girl math, y'all. Girl math. The most
Girl
dumbest
math.
math in America.
That's not girl math. That's real shit, though.